at the hospital once again. When we were in Montreal and we were walking around, every once in a while I'd see this little spot and I thought it was on my glasses. I'd take my glasses off and check it out, and then I wouldn't really notice it again for a while, and then I'd notice it again. I'm not sure what part of my day I would notice it, whether it was in the day, morning, after we walked upstairs, if we just sat up all of a sudden or got up from a chair and the blood rushes to your head kind of thing. So I kind of just let it go just to see what would happen for a few days. And then the last 3 or 4 days, solid, I've been seeing this spot in my eye. And it's almost like somebody, I wasn't like looking directly at somebody taking a picture of me, but it looks like somebody had like took a picture of me and the flash went off, and then you get that little circle, and it's like sits right about here on my left eye. And so when I went over to my mom's cottage to help her out, I told her about it, and Mom, checking out Dr. Google, discovered that it's possibly a torn retina. And it needs to be looked at immediately because it can actually cause blindness if you don't treat it. So I am here in Barrie. Carol, we were supposed to stay up to the cottage till tomorrow, but Carol said, no, let's go, obviously, go to the hospital today. So we packed up everything. We left the cottage. Carol dropped me off because we have the dog and all the stuff in the car. Carol is now gone all the way to our house to drop all that stuff off on the dog, and then she's going to come back here once I text her. I don't want her to sit here and just wait and nothing's happening. Apparently somebody said it's a 4-hour wait. So I got here at 1:30. It is now 10 to 2, and I've got all checked in. I got my bracelet. Everything's good to go. We've got to go sit in the waiting room. But I thought I'd just give you a little heads up. Another day in the life of getting Domik. Let's go. Double, please. Thank you very much. Apparently, you have to butter it yourself. Jeez. 3 butters. I'm not sure if I need 3. Alright, so it's now 4:51. I've been here for 3.5 hours approximately, and Carol showed up. Like I said, Carol went home, dumped off all the gear, got Sam all settled at home, made a sandwich and brought me some water and brought a book and things. So I'd like to thank everybody who on social media who's either experienced this and is giving me some positive feedback and things like that. I really appreciate that and appreciate all the get well soon comments. So thank you very much for that as well. But right now I just needed to come outside. I've been inside for 3.5 hours. So Carol's kind of holding my spot in there and will text me if I need to go back in. I will go back in a minute. I just need to come outside and get some sun on my face and get back in there as soon as possible. I wanted to come out here and give you guys a little update of what's happening. Like I said, it's 4:52, and just trying to find the right spot for the wind. There we go. It's probably the right one right there. Some people said that they had something similar happen to them and they were in surgery the next day. Again, the stuff that my mom read on the internet, it's not to be taken lightly. So don't mess with your eyes, get it checked, and that's why we're here. All the people that are coming in after me are getting priority because some of these people, one lady had smashed her head, and of course head injuries always go first, but we keep getting more and more patients with those kinds of injuries. There's a woman with a broken wrist, and the other wrist, she fell off the deck or something, and so one wrist was broken, and I think what's it called, a compound fracture where the bone sticks through the skin, but she was all wrapped up, but she's broken and bleeding, so of course she went through. And there was also a kid with a Lego piece stuck up his nose, and he was like 5 years old. So the mom was like, I don't know how he did that, but she's been trying to get it out all day, and so she came to the hospital to try and get it out. So yeah, and he got priority over me too. So I guess, if you don't have any trauma to you and you have something like me where, I technically could have gone to my doctor who is not open today, going to the hospital is the best thing. I don't mind waiting. Again, it's my eyesight. I don't want to mess around with it. Let's go back in and wait some more. As you can see, it's 6:30 and I'm finally getting checked up. I'll let you know as soon as the doctor's finished with me what's going on. I just did an eye test and I passed with maybe flying colors. I don't know. She didn't tell me. But Carol just stepped out to make a phone call to her dad when they called my name. It was so funny. She was like, gone. They called my name. Now she's probably wondering where the hell I am. Figures. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:30, so 6 hours I've been here, and they just released me. And the doctor says I don't see anything bad, but the doctor here isn't like the eye doctor for the hospital, so they have my phone number. They're going to call me to set up an appointment to look at the back of my eye, but this doctor seems to think that it's nothing to be crazy worried about. He said if anything other weird starts happening, get back here as soon as possible. But, so we should line up now then. Just so we're ready, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that was a fun day. I'd rather have been at the cottage. We were supposed to be there till tomorrow, but oh well, got a nice sunset. Hey, there's another bright light in my eye. Haha. All right, so we're gonna go home, watch some Better Call Saul season 3, and have a beer, relax, and hopefully nothing worse happens to my eye. You ready, Carol? Oh, she's cleaning the seat off with Sam. Sam wrecked my seat with his fur. Anyway, see you guys.